Welcome to Countdown 5. I'm Les. Before I start with the traffic gates, there's something I have to do. I have to deal with maintainability. Here's all the wiring on the west end of the model. I was about to describe the wiring as a rat's nest of wiring, but I suspect that the nest is neater, more organized than this wiring. So the first thing I had to do is get rid of all the wiring and replace it with something that's much more neater and much more maintainable. Now I can relax a little bit and move on to the traffic gates. Here's what I have so far. The gate's coming along very nicely. I just painted those red stripes on the barrier. Barriers are down. There's going to be a series of lights on the barrier. There'll be 2 alternating lights plus a solid light. So how are we going to get a light on these tiny surface here? Well, what I'm going to do, I have the thinnest LED strip, addressable LED strip I could find. It's just wide enough to go on that edge here. The problem is I have to attach 3 wires to the end of this strip. And the pads on here that I have to solder to are less than 0.5 millimeter wide. They're extremely narrow. And I have to make sure that I don't cause any shorts on this. The wires will come off the end of this, and the wires will go, the strip will be here, the wires will go into this opening. Then they'll feed into the opening here in the base, like that. That's how it'll look. So the gate will come down like this. The wiring will be flexible, so it won't be any problems. This is just what happens in the real gate, by the way. Well, that's where I'm at with this. So next thing I have to do is get the soldering iron out and figure out how I'm going to attach these LED strips. Well, that's the name of the game. I'll be right back. Connecting the wires was some challenge. Actually, I wound up destroying 4 LED strips in the process, but I eventually got the wires connected. And I had the strip then glued to the barrier, and here's what it looks like. The thing left now is turn the power on and make sure that it works. So here we go. It's looking good. The next step is to install the motor and get the barrier moving. Here's the installed motor. I wound up using the same linkage as commonly used in radio control models. This first gate took a lot longer to make than I planned. I had all the wiring to redo, and I had to redesign many components in the gate and the motor. But it finally got done, and the rest will be a lot easier. When I say rest, I mean I've got 5 more gates to do. 3 traffic gates and 2 pedestrian gates. I didn't want to hold up production of this video. until I had all those gates done. So what I decided to do was just show you the one gate and what's involved in making it. And I'm going to spread the other gates over the remaining 4 videos. I'll gradually get them in. I recently had preliminary discussions within Mystic on the next home of this model. Nothing has been decided yet, and I really would like to get your opinion on this. Where would you like to see this model? Hopefully it'll be on public view, it'll be able to be demonstrated, and so a lot of people can see it. So let me know what you think. I'd like to really hear that. So give me your thoughts in the comment section below. I appreciate it. One final thought, please keep learning, because when you stop learning, all that's left is forgetting. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in Countdown 4. Bye.